Is this music to your ears?
I love that.
Ba-dum-bum.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes.
So this young man in front of us won the 10th season of American Idol, and in fact, Trent Harmon, the most recent winner, was just here. So
Was he
I feel
really?
like, yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. So I feel like we're on a roll. And Cat McPhee was just here, too.
Oh, really?
So,
You got some good folks
you
coming by.
have big shoes to fill, my friend.
I'll try. I don't know. Make no guarantees.
Let's just start off by saying, what is your fondest memory from the show? The thing when someone says American Idol that pops into your head.
5 months with Jennifer Lopez. Does that count? That was pretty nice. Man, I'll tell you what.
I love that answer.
Yeah, I do too. Mm-hmm. No, I'll tell you, it was cool just getting to work with Jennifer and Steve and Tyler, and they actually took an invested interest in us, and they wanted to see us do good. And Steve would come up and work with us on. He stopped me in the middle of rehearsal and said, "Stop!" He said, "Come here," and he was like working with me on the bridge of a song. So just getting to work with legends like that was pretty incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was. It was cool.
And that leads us right up to your book, which
Look at that.
I think you refer to it more as a travelogue than a biography or autobiography. So why is that?
I'm just 22. Oh, Lord willing, I'd like a lot of life left to write a biography.
Can I just say, people who write autobiographies at like 16, 20, 25, and they keep going, I'm like, really, what have you learned at 16?
I know.
What do you have to say?
It's a little early. They actually... I was asked to write this book 3 years ago, and I said, I don't know if I've done enough yet to warrant doing that. But when I thought about it this time around, we got to talking about it again. I was like, you know what? If we don't do it as an autobiography, we do it as a travelogue, my experiences, what I've learned, people I've met. The perspective from a 22-year-old that had to all of a sudden grow up, and literally be the CEO of a company and travel the world. I mean, it's an interesting side of things. So I'm fortunate to be here and figured, why not? Well, what the heck, let's write a book. So, yeah.
One of the recurring themes in the book is a young musical upstart named Elvis Presley.
He's pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he did all right for himself.
Anyone's heard of him, but
exactly.
he had a hit or two. So tell me about how Elvis impacted your life.
Oh Lord, yeah, that dude was. Since 5 years old, I got a book saying something about how to be like Elvis, and that's what I wanted to do in life, was be like Elvis. And I'll never be that cool, but I can pretend sometimes. So, he was a genius and kind of really transformed the music world. So, in the 90s and early 2000s, when my friends were listening to the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, I was an Elvis guy. So that was just kind of where I grew up. So, yeah.
What was the first Elvis song you heard that really got your hips a-shaking?
I think it was Hound Dog. Hound Dog and Blue Suede Shoes were the two. So there's a ton of Elvis songs. There's all sorts of them.
And when did you first realize that you wanted to do this forever?
Always. That was kind of in my blood. I don't think I chose it. I think it chose me. I don't remember not singing, but I think once I started making it a little further on Idol, I was like, well, we actually got a chance here. That thought, actually, the dream was somewhat becoming reality. So midway through Idol, I was like, you know what? This is pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. I got a little more confident.
Now, speaking of Idol, I know you had a very, very interesting audition process involving Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So will you talk us through that?
Yeah. I went to Milwaukee for 2 reasons. One, obviously we're going to try out for American Idol. 2, I just want to hang out with Jennifer, okay? So
No. Let's backtrack, though, because there was an audition closer to home that you missed.
There was, yes. In Nashville, they had an audition that year, but I had like a church retreat out at the beach, and I'd gone every year for years, and in my eyes, I was like, I'm not going to go miss a trip to the beach with my friends to go get cut from some TV show. So, I'm going to hold off on that. We went to Milwaukee. My dad had frequent flyer miles, and I was mistaken. I thought I got to see Jennifer that day. I was wrong. They made me work for it, but I was willing and able. They had like 12 tables down on the arena floor, and you got to go down there in groups of 4. I got there at 5:30 in the morning. I didn't sing till 7:30 that night. So I just kind of stayed in my little spot, and finally got down there, and they asked me to sing for them, and I said, well, I got some Josh Turner for you, and sang that. She said, well, that's cool. She said, well, this is a pop show. You got anything else? So I said, yeah. So I sang some Frank Sinatra, then I sang another country song, and then she let me through, but she said, got to learn a pop song for tomorrow, round 2. I said, look, I told her again, I'm whatever it takes to see Jennifer, I will learn whatever pop song you want. So I learned it, and it worked out.
Lady Gaga.
It was Gaga.
How long?
Lord have mercy. Just picture this singing. Yeah, it was something.
Well, I think if you've got the talent, you can sing anything, right? Isn't that the case?
They say something like that. I tried that one. I hope there's not footage of it anywhere.
I'll find it. If there's
oh,
footage,
Lord.
I'll find it.
I shouldn't have said nothing. Dadgummit.
Now, why Bad Romance?
That was just the song they chose for us. Round two, there was like 500 of us, and they said, all right, everybody's got to learn this song. We might ask you to sing it, we might not ask you to sing it, but you got to know it. So I get done with my 3 or 4 songs, and they said, well, did you learn that Lady Gaga song? And I said, uh-huh. And they said, well, could you sing it for us? I said, uh-huh. And I started singing, and halfway through, I just stopped. I said, y'all, this just ain't, I don't sound like me. And they just started laughing. Said, ha, we just wanted to hear you sing it. You're through to the next round. They were just being mean. They're just being mean. But it worked out. It worked out all right.
But your love for Jennifer never wavered.
Never has.
It was like a flame.
I tell you, I'm a quarter Puerto Rican. You can't really tell, but I am. So I just figured it'd be love at first sight. But it didn't quite work out like that. But hey, why not? Give it a shot.
You know what? Nothing in life comes easy, or nothing worth doing comes easy.
Got to work for
I should
it.
say.
I'm willing.
And I know faith is a huge part of who you are and how you live your life. So how has it shaped you?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, that's just kind of, I grew up in the church and around it, and, it's just, I base my decisions in life off my faith and kind of what I was taught growing up and what I've learned. And so that's been huge. It's a crazy world out there right now. It's nuts. So, it just kind of keeps me grounded, keeps my feet on the ground, and allows me to stay calm, cool, collected, and kind of have that foundation for me, because we travel a lot and see a lot of crazy stuff. So it definitely helps me out.
Well, I mean, this industry especially is so cutthroat and so brutal.
Yeah.
In what way has your faith kept you above the fray, so to speak?
Yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and the music industry is no exception. So, I've had a lot of great success. I've had a lot of lows. I mean, I've been robbed. I've been sued. I've been 22. I've run through it all. So it helps you a lot. It's cool when things are going well. You feel like everything's going great. But when things are not going great, that kind of gives you a rock to lean on and really helps get you through it. So it's been good for me.
And you wrote about the robbery in this book, I believe. So do you look back on that, or do you think about that a lot?
I do.
You must, right?
I can't
imagine
living
you
there without locking the door nowadays. It's kind of that thing. At the time, I didn't really appreciate what had happened. I was just like, man, what the heck? Now, I'm not glad it happened. I wish it would have never. I could have lived my whole life and not been robbed at gunpoint. I'd have been just fine. But it happened, and writing this book, I got the chance to reflect on it. Be like, you know what? That gives me a new perspective and appreciation for life, and why we're here and what we get to do, and just not taking a breath for granted. So it really kind of gave me a new outlook on things.
Well, and take me back to that. I mean, what is it? For them, math is not my strong suit. 14-hour wait to perform in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
How did you not lose your mind?
I was about to. The girl beside
Thought of
me.
Jennifer Lopez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it helps for sure. Now the girl beside me, I think she was a naturalist or something. She didn't believe in deodorant, and Lord have mercy. I was like, it was a long wait. It was a long wait, but I mean, hey, it all worked out and all that jazz. But I just kind of sat there, had a few nachos, and walked around. That was the scary part, though, because there were 15,000 people there auditioning, and you'd walk around just trying to get your legs going, and there were some insanely good singers. I told my pops, I said, Dad, what are we doing here? I'm in over my head. He just said, man, just give it your best shot, bro. That's all you can do. So it was good advice.
I like your dad.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he does give you good advice. And so you win American Idol, and you go back to school.
I do.
What was that like?
It was awesome. I was told I couldn't. I was told, your life has changed. You're a celebrity now. You can never go back. You can never be normal again. I said, well, y'all don't know my friends. I don't think they think this is cool. I don't think they're that impressed, though. I mean, they still know me as me. You know what I mean? So I got back. I was on tour with Brad Paisley, actually, when I went back. We just finished up the Idol tour, and I was going out with him. And I remember the first day I was going to go back. It was this big ordeal, and I was looking in my closet thinking, what is the most normal thing I can wear? And I found some old raggedy baseball T-shirt. I wore flip-flops and some old gym shorts and walked in, and I felt normal. The kids didn't treat me like normal until about 2 weeks when they finally said, all right, the armed guards can leave my side when I'm walking to class. That didn't look so normal. But after that, they were like, that's the same guy. It's the same guy. So I went back, played baseball, went to college for a couple years after that, and we had a blast.
What made you do that, though? I mean, most people in your position would have been like, no, thank you.
I have friends. I love them. And you don't get 18 to 21, 22 back, So when I am 50, I want to look back and say, man, I had a great time at college. I lived it up. I made some memories. I miss certain things. I miss some homecomings. I miss my junior prom. I miss some things, yes, but...
It's overrated.
Yeah, I can't dance anyways. Trust me, so they didn't want to see me there anyways. But, I just want to have those memories, those experiences. You can't get it back. So we lived it up. Lord have mercy. We had a good time. So.
What is it like touring with Brad Paisley?
He's a good guy.
And Rascal Flatts. I mean, you've toured with all the big ones.
We've been around. I've had the chance to open up for about everybody. And Brad's awesome. He loves pranks. Brad is a practical joker, and every single night he has a song, "Alcohol," and that was his encore. And one of the verses was something about old pictures of this, that, or the other. And he would say, old pictures of old naked Scotty McCreery sitting on the beach or something. And he'd Photoshop my head on the video wall behind me on some old naked man's body on the beach. And every night the crowd, I was like, Brad, come on, bro. But he loves it, and he's a great guy. And I fell off the stage once in Bethel Woods, New York, where Woodstock is. And the next night, hey, there we go. The next night, though, I walk out on stage, and he's got orange cones lining the stage, and he's just with caution tape and everything.
Okay, that's 900 kinds.
It was pretty great. It was actually. I got a good kick out of it. So yeah.
I mean, you're also country's hottest bachelor, apparently.
I think there was a glitch in the voting system or something. I don't know what happened.
Well, I don't understand how Brad Paisley could treat you with such disrespect.
I mean, I think he might have helped me. I think that might have been the sympathy vote. They said, you see what Brad did to him? We got to vote for that guy. So I don't know.
But seriously, what is it like when you're standing on stage in front of that huge of a crowd that's going crazy? Is it just the most intoxicating feeling?
It's awesome, and that's the rush. That's what I live for. It's awesome writing songs, and it's two different rushes. You write a song, and you have a blank sheet of paper. You finish that session, that song, and it's music, it's there, but you have to wait until you can release it to get that rush. Live, you sing a song, the crowd's going nuts, they're screaming your name, and that's just another kind of high that you just can't get anywhere else. It's pretty awesome.
And I know you're writing new songs right now.
Yes.
Do you have any release timetable yet?
Man, I wish it was yesterday. I got some stuff already ready in the can. Just kind of depends. That's all, it's a business, so you got to make sure it's the right time, and for this, that, and the marketing and the publicity's ready. So the song's pretty much ready. It just kind of depends on when we think the right time is.
Has this been a huge life changer for you to have to go out and promote yourself and promote your music?
Yeah. I'm the shy guy. If I was at a party, I was the kid in the corner drinking the Kool-Aid while they're all dancing. I mean, that wasn't me. So being on stage, it's different for me. It's oddly, I feel comfortable now. I wouldn't have years past, but yeah, it's definitely different. It's life-changing. I mean, Lord have mercy. I travel. I've been to every state except Alaska, and I've been to New York in the wintertime. I don't know if I could survive in Alaska, but yeah, it's been huge.
And, what you just said made me think of Beyonce with her Sasha Fierce persona on stage versus
me some Beyonce.
who she is. Well, which brings me to the fact that you actually have met Beyonce.
I have. That was
so
a glorious moment.
please tell us everything about meeting Beyonce.
Well, I was nervous, all right? I made sure I did my hair right in the morning. And
what was the circumstance?
It was top 3 on Idol, and she was going to be our mentor that week. We had to go sing for her. And man, at that point, I was a teenager. My voice is changing. I'm just trying not to crack in front of her. But we get there, and we're singing, and she's helping us, and the cameras get done, and we're standing there. We're about to go back to the studio, and it's Beyonce and her mom's there with her, too. And they say, hey, Scotty. They say, come here. I say, me? And they say, yeah, come here. They pull me aside, and they said, boy, we just love you. I said, ooh, okay. All right, I love you, too, girl. But that was special. That was special.
Did you take any selfies?
I don't know. I wasn't a selfie guy back then. I don't know if I still am a selfie guy, but I should have. I didn't capture the moment. She's on tour now. I might have to go crash it one night and say, remember me? She's awesome, though. Love her stuff.
I mean, I can't believe you got to work directly with Beyonce off camera. Like, that's pretty.
It was awesome.
That's just like a once-in-a-lifetime moment that you seize and you hold on to.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wrote about it in the book. It had an impact on me. So that was special. I won't soon forget about that, and hopefully not once in a lifetime. I'd like to see her again and tell her I love her too again. Just it'd be awesome.
Beyonce versus J-Lo, which I'm not going to put you on the spot.
Oh, don't
that's
do
just,
that.
That's a mean question.
That's yeah.
That is a very mean question.
I can't do that.
Let's talk about you meeting President Obama.
Sure. That was awesome.
Because I know all the rest of us hang out with him, so.
All the time, right?
All the time, yeah. In fact, I'm going to have drinks with him tonight. So.
Oh, great. Tell him to say hey.
Totally.
Awesome.
It's normal.
That was great. A lot of folks would meet the president and talk politics or talk this or talk that. I talk college basketball with them. So, I mean, I was born and raised on Tobacco Road, where there's NC State, which I'm a fan of, there's UNC, and there's Duke. And every daggum year, President Obama picks UNC to win. I said, Mr. President, you got to show my Wolfpack a little more love. And he said, Mark Gottfried, that's our coach. He said, he's got a good thing going over there. So it was cool. Not everybody gets to chat it up and talk basketball with the press. So that was pretty cool.
Have you always been this laid back?
Yeah, they told me.
Because I feel like if I talked basketball with the president, I would be like in a coma.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That ain't good. Yeah, I mean, they told me that I've heard my whole life I'm so laid back, I'm horizontal. So that's just kind of, that's just me, I guess. Just go with the flow.
What was your writing process like for the book?
It was awesome. I like to think I tell stories for a living, but in 3-minute songs. This was 280-something pages of really getting to expand on those stories. So it was really a conversation. Me and Travis, the guy that was writing it with me, we just kind of sat down and went through it all, and just started from being born and my 1-year-old checkup when I hummed a little nursery rhyme to my doctor, and everything since. And it was awesome for me to reflect. I mean, I was remembering things I hadn't thought of in years, and I was laughing out loud to myself, like, man, you were such an idiot back then, or something like that. But it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Is there, when you look back on Idol, is there a performance you'd want to do over?
I can't watch any of those things back. I cringe.
You can't watch yourself at all?
Yeah. Everybody goes through their awkward teenage years. I just happened to do it in front of 20 million people tonight. So, I mean, it's tough to watch back because I was just like, man, what are you doing there, bro? Like, put your eyebrows down, put your microphone normal. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, but one performance I wish I could take back or do over again. How about the one I got to work with Beyonce on? Because that'd be great. Just work with her again and just say hey and just relive it. Performance-wise, maybe a song, Swinging. I did that because it's one of my favorite songs growing up. It wasn't the judge's favorite. That was the one week I kind of got beat up. I might would have chose a different song, but, maybe not, because that was, a song I told myself, if I get on the show, I'm singing that song.
And you did it, and you won.
I guess
it
worked out, so yeah.
When you write songs, who is your number one most trusted listener?
Well,
the person that'll tell it to you like it is, like this is amazing, or this has got to go.
Yeah, well, I write with my producer Frank Rogers a lot. I mean, he's produced Brad Paisley, Trace Atkins, Darius Rucker, Josh Turner. He's produced you name it, he's done them. So he's a good resource to have. I mean, we write a lot, we bounce ideas off each other. But my friends, they're the most honest. I mean, sometimes too honest. It's like, man, you ain't got to tell me that sucks. Just be like, yeah, that's cool. But really, if they don't like it, they'll just straight up say, man, that's trash. Like, what were you thinking?
They will tell you that. It's just
oh my God, yeah, they don't care. I mean, golly, they're doing their own thing. But that's cool because I know when they're like, man, that's money. I'm like, okay, we might have something here. So they're a good go-to.
What's your key to staying sane on the road?
Surrounding myself with good people. I got guys that have been on the road with me for they're coming up on 5 years in August. And so, I mean, they're a lot like me, laid back. They, when we're not on stage, we got the TV out watching football or basketball and just hanging out, playing golf or whatever. So they kind of keep me sane. And the friends, too, because it's easy to get your head really big if you're out there and people are screaming at you all the time. But the friends, they're like, man, you ain't nothing. Just go home. What are you doing out there? So they keep me.
They're like, take it down a notch.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't make them refer to you in the third person?
I never do. They just call me Scooter. That's my name, Scooter.
Is there a typical day for you when you're on tour?
Every day is different. A year ago, I'd be sleeping until noon or 1 p.m. every single day. Now I try to wake up early and get something going. I feel like a bum if I'm sleeping in too late. But just wake up, go get some breakfast, emails. It ain't all that glamorous. People think of the road as glamorous. I mean, some nights we might have a really cool venue. Some nights the dressing room might just have the lights out and the air conditioning ain't working. I mean, day to day, it's all different. But yeah, I mean, I just hang out. People are like, what do you do before a show? I'm like, well, sometimes I'm getting amped up. Sometimes I'm asleep 10 minutes before, and I got to splash some cold water on me and go out there and get it done. But no, every day's different.
No, you're right, because people do have this image of being on tour as like the ultimate glamour and coolness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're like, not so much.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it, but it is. You got to get used to it and just be ready for whatever they throw at you, because it's different showers every night. It's different beds. It's different this. It's different that. And some days are definitely better than the others. So yeah.
And now it's time for our audience Q&A,
This is what I love. All right.
Hi, Scotty.
Hey, what's up?
There's a lot of artists and types of music. When you find one that you connect with and makes you smile, it changes everything. And
Sure.
You are my favorite country singer. So
thank you
thank
very
you for
much.
doing what you love.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It's awesome.
So my question is, when you are performing, making your set list of what songs you want to do, is there one where you always try to make sure you perform, or your favorite? And when you're not performing, is there an activity you like to do on your downtime?
Sure. Yeah. Well, obviously, and thank you again for that. That's awesome. It means a lot. When we're making set lists and stuff, you obviously have to, play the songs that have been on the radio and your hits and stuff. So those are the go-tos. I like to change it up, though. I do like an oldies country medley. I'm kind of an old soul like that, so I play the Merle Haggards and the Conways and even some Elvis sometimes out there. So I try to always have that in there. And also try to throw some curveballs, too. We do a John Mayer song on the road right now, Slow Dancing in the Burning Room, and every now and then I'll throw in some Charlie Wilson. That's my guy. You talk about, I listen to 99% country music, but for whatever reason, my man Charlie, I mean, he is my guy. So every now and then we do some him too. So yeah.
Hi, Scotty.
Hey.
My friends actually went to the Bethel concert
Awesome.
that you mentioned, so
Oh,
I
wow, they saw
thought
me
I'd-
fall, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
They
Well,
did. They didn't get photos.
I was hoping nobody saw that.
unfortunately.
There's just 15,000 people there, I guess. But
So during Idol, you were really known for Josh Turner's Your Man.
Sure.
And after Idol, you actually performed it with him. I wanted
did.
to know a little bit about that.
that was awesome. I told him too. I said, man, if I were you, I would have gotten sick of me, because there was like all these people were talking about my audition and this. He was like, oh, that's awesome. But yeah, it was CMA Fest. I got the chance to go out there and perform with them. 70-something thousand people were out there in the stadium, and it was like flash bulbs galore. It was like lightning was lighting up the place. It was awesome, and one of those memories I'll never forget. But Josh has got me. People are like, man, you got a deep voice. I was like, y'all have to go listen to Josh Turner. His voice is 10 times deeper. So he had me beat on the deep factor, but it was pretty special for me. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for the question.
Hi, Scotty.
What's up?
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
So my mom, my sister, and I saw you at Cadillac in Connecticut, and you did a phenomenal job. We
Awesome.
had such a great time at the concert, so thank you
Thank
for
you.
that.
Appreciate it. Glad to hear.
Of course. My question is, out of all the Elvis Presley songs you've listened to, what would you
Boy.
say you relate to the most? What song did you relate to the most?
Oh my gosh.
That's almost like picking your favorite child, right?
Yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of Elvis songs out there. I mean, I relate to a lot of them just because of I was such a big fan. My first CD was an Elvis CD. Everything was Elvis for my first. If I had to choose one that was most relatable, maybe That's All Right, Mama. I sang that on the show. Actually, the best compliment I ever received, Priscilla Presley was at the show that day. And we were going to do one of those cheesy, you're coming up after the break, and you're waving to the cameras. And before that, she said, Scotty, can I tell you something? I said, sure, Priscilla, whatever you like. I was just so in awe of being there with her. And she looked at me in the eyes and she said, Elvis would have loved you. And I just, knocked me over and shoot me dead. I had to sing after that. Golly. But so yeah, That's All Right was a pretty cool song to sing with Priscilla in the house.
Good God, between Obama, Beyonce, J-Lo, and Priscilla, like you...
Lord have mercy. Mm-hmm.
And Brad Paisley?
Now I just got to see Jennifer Aniston, and then I'll be all right. Mm-hmm. Come on. Can you set
We'll
that
have
up?
all the Jennifers
Please.
covered.
All right. If Jennifer comes here and does this, I'd like to be one of them. I'll come ask the question.
You know what? We'll have you on stage with her.
Ooh.
Maybe
I
you
might
can
not be able to-
serenade her.
Ooh. I like where we're
We
going
can
here.
keep building
All
it
right,
up, yeah.
You're on the right page. There we go.
I'll tweet you.
Please. And Jennifer. Does she have a Twitter? I don't know.
Hi, Scotty.
What's up, man?
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Now that Idol is off the air, what are you going to miss the most about the show? And Are you still in contact with any of the contestants from your season?
Yeah. Well, number one, great question. I was a fan of the show before I was ever on the show. I watched it from season 2 on. I'm gonna miss the auditions the most, I think. Getting to be introduced to somebody I'd never heard of, and sometimes you love their voice, sometimes you're like, ooh, what are they thinking? And you know, the funny auditions, you know, they have the pants on the ground, and William hung, she bang, and you know, it's like those won't be there anymore, so you're gonna miss those. So when January rolls around, I'll miss that. And yeah, me and the season 10, we have a group text, so we all hit each other up every now and then when we have something new coming out, or if we're in LA or New York or something, and somebody else is there. We actually, when we went out for the finale, had like our 5-year reunion at a dinner, and we all saw each other for the first time since September 2011. So that was really cool, really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, Scotty.
Hey, what's up?
So
You good?
I have 5 sisters, and
Wow.
3 of the 5 of us were cheering you on when you won American Idol. So
What about
loud,
the other 2?
So loud that my neighbors almost called the cops.
Okay,
That's
I
how
love it.
much noise we were making.
I love that.
So we were very excited.
Thank you.
So with the TV shows these days, like everybody's talking about like Game of Thrones and like
Yeah.
Walking Dead. Do you have like a guilty pleasure? You follow the pack, or you watch something else?
Yeah, great question. I'm a guy who it's tough for me to binge watch. I mean, it's not my. I can't sit on the couch. I got to be moving. One show that I did get into really good was Dexter. Dexter and me, I like that show. But I'm in the middle of the best season according to everybody, and I have to like be in the mood to binge watch. And I'll watch a ton if I'm in the mood, but I just don't get in that mood often. So I'm like stuck in the middle of season 4, and it like with the Trinity Killer. I'm like, man, what's gonna happen? But I got out of the mood, and that was like months ago. So I'm still kind of sitting here, but I'll get back on it. But yeah, I'm hearing all about Game of Thrones right now. I should watch it. It's everywhere right now. So yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
You was my favorite when I saw American Idol.
Thank you very much.
Because I know you was country. My family is too.
Love it.
My question is, did you know you was going to win on American Idol? Because I know.
Well, you should have told me, because I was a nervous wreck.
Huh?
No, I did not know. That was one of those things that you dream it. People say in your wildest dreams, you never in your wild. It wasn't my wildest dreams, but you never think that'll come a reality. Top 5 was when I started thinking I might have a shot. That was when I was like, you know what, I might kind of want to win this thing. But before that, I was just there having a good time and singing, and never crossed my mind winning or anything. It was just taking it all in and enjoying the process for sure. But thank you. I like it. Got a psychic in the house tonight. I'm telling you.
You should take her on the road.
I should have talked to her.
I was screaming.
And our last question, please.
Love that.
Hey, Scotty.
What's going on, man?
Good, and yourself?
Yeah, doing well.
All right, you've done TV, you've released 2 albums, a Christmas album, and now this book. What's
Sure.
next for you?
Sure. Yeah, great question. Thank you. It's always about the music, man, with what I do, and that's what I wake up every day doing. I wake up singing in the shower, go to bed singing in the shower. It's just what I do. So I'm always writing songs, always looking for that new sound, new lyric, new something. So new music. I got songs ready that I'm wanting to put out right now. Just kind of got to wait for that right moment. Hopefully, new album later this year. So yeah. New music coming up soon. Book's out today. We'll be on the road all summer long, all year. So it's going to be busy 2016. Already has been. So yeah, thank you very much.
Well, Go Big or Go Home
Yes,
is out
definitely.
today. And thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.